Hey everyone, let's talk about your soap lab. The first stuff you want to do is please review the video and please read the infographics, especially the infographics. There is a lot of information there that I can't get through in this video, so please remember, read all of these to a point where you understand it. If you don't, you're going to be behind during lab trying to understand what you're supposed to do. But basically what you're going to be doing is you're gonna, or for at least next lab, is follow a procedure that is given to you so that way you can figure out how to make soap. So basically this exploration box, I'm just going to read it for you. It's conduct a saponification, so soap synthesis and isolation using an established procedure. And you can find that in the infographic practice, saponification, and isolation procedure infographic. And this is to gain insight on how a saponification attendant isolation is performed and what possible reactions may be explored with the objective of increasing the soap yield and quantity. Okay, and then for the actual proposal that you're going to write a proposal for investigating the effects of one or more reaction conditions, so variables with the objective of identifying a trend in the selected reaction conditions that will permit you to predict or propose an optimum in the reaction conditions for maximizing the soap yield and quality, so your desired property. This will require percent yield calculations for the trials. So basically, just to sum that all up in English, you're given a specific procedure that you're supposed to follow. That's what you're going to be doing. And then you're going to have to write a proposal at the end of tomorrow's lab, sort of telling me how you're going to investigate the effect of changing one or more of the reaction conditions, and how does that affect like the yield quality, like how much soap you're going to get out, and the actual quality of the soap. So what can you change? Well, if you go down here, this is at the bottom of your guide, by the way, so if it's a little hard to read, just reference your guide. You can change your choice of reactants. You can change your reactant concentrations. You can change the choice of reaction solvent. You can change the reaction temperature. And you can also change the reaction time. So you have 5 things that you can choose from to change. Now let's go to some talking points about this. So you can work in teams of groups 4 to 5. So this is basically combining 2 teams or 2 groups together. So if I draw sort of an overhead view of how the classrooms look, sort of like that. So split down the middle. So however you're comfortable, you can work in groups of 4 to 5. So let's say you can combine these 2 groups if you like those people, or if you don't like those 2 people, maybe you can work with these people, or perhaps these people. It's really up to you, but just try not to go over a group of 5, and 5 is only because we have some groups of 3, so a group of 3 can combine with a group of 2, and that'll be a group of 5. So everyone has to do a reaction in the lab. All the plastic that you use is going to get discarded because we're going to be putting oil in them, and it's kind of hard to clean it out with all the ethanol that we have. We can do it, but it's going to just cost too much ethanol, so it's actually cheaper just to throw away the plastic. I know, save the whales, right? Don't use weigh boats for weighing oil. This is in one of your, what's it called? It's in one of your infographics. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because the weigh boats don't have enough volume for the amount of oil that you need to weigh. So you're going to want to weigh it in the centrifuge tube. And at the end of tomorrow, or whenever you do the lab, you're going to want to save your product, so save your soap, in a 20 ml vial with a cap on it. Place that in a Ziploc bag, and I will put this in the project locker for you, so that way you can get it next time. And then finally, make sure to do your D2L survey. This will help me out a lot. And I think that's all I have for you. All right, bye.